Hello, beautifuls. This is Aromie here, and welcome back to Asagao Academy. We're here in the dorm, well, not dorm, classroom with 4 people: Shocks, John, Shane, and I. Don't know what we're doing.
No.
Aw, come on. I bet I could find an exploding bird or two to dive bomb us during class.
No.
I bet you could probably bake her a cake. Filled with knives.
Really?
The heck is wrong with you? Shane was more than an ocean away from his family and friends. I was only 2 hours away from my dad, yet I missed him so much. Was Shane homesick at all? Soon other students filled the room, and Mine joined me at my desk, asking why I abandoned her. I filled her in on the situation. She had a good laugh, but as the clock ticked closer to class time, I felt something was missing. Eventually, I realized what it was. PBG wasn't in class yet. The bell rang. Miss Shizuka came in, the class began, but still he was nowhere to be found. Where was he? The real problem that causes grinding to be necessary in RPGs, if you ask me, is that the whole system is flawed. Miss Shizuka's on a tangent again. She must have gotten stood up. Class was nearly over and PBG still hadn't shown. I was worried, but no one else seemed to care. That kid always misses class. Still, what if he was sick? Why didn't anyone care? At the sound of the bell, Miss Shizuka jumped. Turn in a two-page reflection on why the human species as a whole has the emotional range of a teaspoon due tomorrow. She definitely got stood up. Miss Shizuka. I stood and dashed to her desk. Yes, Hana? PBG was in class today, and I can take his notes to him if you need. Oh, Hana, you're such a godsend. Miss Shizuka's eyes watered. She leaned over her desk and pulled me into a hug. It's wonderful to see our youth have hope. Hana. She pulled away and stared into my eyes. Don't give up on love. You're young. If PPG is the one you want, you have my blessing. Here, take these papers. She shoved the handouts from today's class into my hands and gathered her things. Bless your heart. She left the room crying. Aww. Poor thing. She must have really liked this one. Does this happen often? Often enough. So you're taking that to PPG? Yeah. But now that I think of it, I don't know his room number. 402. How? It's next to Jared's room, so of course I'd notice him leaving in the mornings. I've got tryouts, so I won't be able to go with you. Good luck, though. I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. I told you, I don't think he feels that way. Before I could say anything more, she left the room. Butthole 400, 401, 402. Here it is. I paused in front of his door, my heart in my throat. I suddenly felt horribly stupid about bringing this to him. It wasn't like he would have even looked at it. He said himself that he hated school. But what if he was dying in there? John went to the drama club. He wouldn't be back for a few hours. Sucking it up, I knocked on the door. Who is it? It's Hana. I brought some notes from... The door swung open before I could finish my sentence. PPG beamed down at...
Hana,
hi.
Hey.
Hi. Yeah. Come in. Thanks. There's no room to not allow girls into the boys' dorms? Oh, it looks pretty cute and sleek in here. I stepped into a messy room. It does not look messy. Posters lined the wall and small Harvest Moon plushies were piled up on one of the beds, which I assumed to be PPG's. A TV was in the center of the room. Turby twinkled happily from the pause menu. You're playing games? Huh? Oh, yeah. PPG closed the door behind me. I didn't feel like going to class today, so I thought I'd stay in and do some work. Work?
well...
Well, we do have a tournament coming up, so this kind of counts. I brought you the stuff we went over in class. Oh, thank you. I took the papers out of my hands and set them on the desk next to a small stack of manga. I'm glad you're feeling well. Were you worried that I was sick? Sorry. But that's adorable, so I'm kind of happy about it. What? Excuse me. Do you want to hang out? We have to work on our project at some point anyway, right? Well, I didn't really have anything else planned. Great. He plopped into a beanbag and slapped the pillow down next to him. Do you want to play? No, I'm not too good at games. I think I'll just watch. Okay then. Psh! I would take the controller so fast, but I kind of suck at losing though. Usually I just play support in games because I'm not the type of person to be rushing a whole lot. But since I played Overwatch and my main character so far, like, is Diva, and she's a tank, so she has to be always up front. So I've been more stronger, okay? I will not be support forever. He unpaused the game. Turby sprinted across the screen, shooting fireballs from his mouth. PBG and I didn't talk much. Instead, I commented on the game and laughed at him when he died. Before I knew it, the sun was setting and I had to leave. You're welcome back any time. Actually, we're having a Stomping Sisters tournament in 2 days. You can come if you want.
Really?
Really? Sure.
See ya.
Awesome. It'll be at noon in this room. I'll see you there. I left the dorm and stepped out into the fading sunlight. The air was warm, filled with the smell of freshly cut grass. I couldn't put my finger on it, but something about being around PPG was comforting. Shaking my head, I went back to the dorms.
Hey.
Hey, right. How did tryouts? Hannah, close your eyes. Don't move. Before I could flip on the light switch, something warm collided with me and my eyes were covered. What's going on? Stop squirming. You'll ruin it. Ruin what? Just follow my lead, okay? Mai guided me through the room, telling me where to step. Down. She puts her hand on my back and folded me in half, inching me into something that felt like it had a roof. Almost done. What exactly is going on?
Yay!
And ta-da! I gasped. Aw, it's a little tent. That's cute. I love this print right here. Adorable. Mai, what's this? What does it look like? It's a pillow fort. I've been looking forward to this for ages. Tryouts already happened. I made the team easy. I left early because I wanted to set this up for you. For me. Well, for us. You've been such a good friend to me, Hana. I'm so glad we got to be roommates. I wanted to do something for you to make you feel more at home. I've seen how panicked you can be going around school. I don't know what happened to your life, but Asagao is your fresh start, right? You got me, and you've got the school, and normal boots too. If you're up for it, this can be your new life. You don't ever have to look back. And now is when we can play. Mai.
Yeah!
Yes, I knew it. I totally knew you were going to cry.
Perfection.
I guess this means I was successful. Mai, you've done it again. Mai! I slammed her into a hug. Whoa, be careful. You don't want to break it. This took me forever. Mai, I was bullied at my old school. That's why I came here. And it was only because my dad gave up everything to afford it. I thought you wouldn't like me. And I have a hard time trusting people. But if you wanted to I think we could be best friends.
Oh, no.
Oh God, now I'm gonna cry.
Yay!
Yes, let's be friends. I'm so happy. Alright, cool. Together we're unstoppable. I'll say. Let's hook you and Jared up. Wait, I can't even speak to him without self-destructing. It's fine. There's no way he can fall for you. Oh yeah? And no one's caught your eye yet? Huh? I'd say there's more than a few suitors on your horizon. Aren't you gonna give it a shot? Me? Dating? My eyes shifted across the fort of Fort Maymaid. The stuffed rabbit sitting on my bed in the window with a view of Asagao's manicured lawn. My life changed so much and so quickly. You know, maybe I could.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I prepared some activities for us to do. Look. She pulled out a table and opened an app. We're going to get a marathon you through Avatar? I don't know. Too late. She pressed play. What is it like Avatar? As evening faded into night, we huddled in the blanket fort, watching episode after episode and messing with each other. Happier than I'd been for a long time, I rested my head on May's shoulder. I keep going back from May and Mai, so hope you guys are cool with that. Before I knew it, I'd fallen asleep. As usual the next day, May and I got to school early, still poking fun at each other for our moment the night before, but as we approached Poppy Hall, I noticed something felt different. How many points are we having? We have 5 points still. I don't know how this point system works. Game didn't tell me much about it. A palpable tension hung in the air. It was almost humid. Man, what is up with everyone?
I don't know.
Is there a test today? Not that I know of, but as we entered the building and turned the corner, it suddenly made sense. Jared and Paul were arguing amidst a large crowd, spit flying from their mouths, while Nick and Josh walked along the hallway, pasting posters of Paul's face over Jared's modeling shots. I thought I told you to stop and take those posters down. No, what is wrong with you? These walls are everybody's space. You don't have to listen to you. And you should know that this campaign is way more important than your little fashion show.
No.
But mine were here first. Lay off them. This is between you and me, Jared. Leave them out of it. You've been taking up all the wall space with your show. The student elections are much more important. It's our government. The student government doesn't even do anything.
Whoa!
Whoa. As current president, I can say with full knowledge and proper authority that the student government does a ton for the school. You don't even know, Jared. You don't even know. What does the student government actually mind? She wasn't with me anymore. She pried herself between Jared and Paul and was pushing them apart. I ran forward to help her. You guys should stop.
Hana!
I flinched. Sorry, Hana. I didn't mean to yell. Wait, want your opinion on something. You're a regular student, a new student. You're uninvolved. Which do you think is more important, our student government or the fashion show? Student government, obviously. I think it's the fashion show. I don't want to choose between you. They both let out a heavy sigh.
Aww.
That doesn't help us. It was amazing they even cared what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Hana's usually right about these things. You should listen to her. Mai patted me on the back and I jumped. I forgot she was there. Jared looked at Mai, raising an eyebrow. Are you sure, Mai? Don't you have your own opinion? Why do you bother to ask? Well, if I'm being honest, I care more about the fashion show. I go to elections because I have to, but I go to the show because I want to. Plus, it raises a lot of money for the school. Thank you. He gestured dramatically at Mai as if her opinion scaled the deal. That's because we made it a fundraiser. The 5-minute bell. The class was about to start. Jared nodded to us and walked away. Paul opened his mouth as if to say something more, but eventually thought better of it. He headed after Jared with Nick and Josh, thanking them for their help. Being a year ahead of us, their classes would be on the next floor. Okay, I just slurped a drink. May or Mai. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused with her name now. Mai began to follow them, but I gently pulled her arm. Our classroom was the other way.
Oh, Jared.
Jared, if you need any help with the show, I'm here. Her yell echoed through the emptying hallway. Jared, without looking back, raised a hand in acknowledgement. Mai covered her mouth and emitted a skull-piercing squeal. Wincing, I dragged her into the classroom. After the drama that morning, I wasn't sure what to expect at lunch. I dawdled on my own opinion, making up an excuse about copying notes, hoping whatever tension remained would dissipate while I was gone. When I got to the cafeteria, it seemed my plan succeeded.
Hana!
We saved a spot for you. Get over here. She didn't feel awkward being the only girl there? Okay, cool. Mai sat at the Nora Boots Club table, looking like she completely belonged. She waved for me to join her. I sat down next to her at the edge of the table. Josh was across from me. We made eye contact as I sat down, so I nodded slightly to him. He nodded back. I felt accepted.
Hey.
Hey, Hana. How was class?
Hey.
Good, thanks. PVG might have already told you, but we're working together on a project. It's going pretty well. I'm doing the Is that Gerard back there? In a shy moment of not wanting to look Nick in the eye, I glanced to the side and saw Gerard in the back of the cafeteria with someone I didn't know. Everyone turned to look. He's probably doing some trading. Satch waved a hand. So I borrowed a new drawing tablet the other day, hoping I could use it to make plans for my machine. Satch changed the subject and everyone started talking about that. I, however, kept my concentration on Gerard, who was holding a small figure. Same with the girl he was talking to. Were those What they were trading? Those are itty bitty kitties. They're really popular right now. I'm surprised you don't recognize them. They're kitty figures of all different shapes and colors. I have a few of myself.
Uh-huh.
You know me. I'm hip to know about these things. They're pretty cute, but kind of a little girl thing. She shrugged. Gerard is known as the completionist around here, and every time a new thing gets popular, he collects them all. I've never seen his collections, but I heard they're really impressive. You have to be a dedicated person to do something like that. The completionist. What was that? Why he was so thorough when giving me a tour? IBK is the thing right now, and last year too. I think in the first year there were a lot of people collecting silly slimy snakes, but that got old fast. Teachers didn't like everything coated in a thin layer of slime. I still have one in our room. I can show you sometime. Jared tapped Mai on the shoulder, and she swirled around, hitting me in the face with her hair. Yes? I wanted to thank you for this morning. Oh no, it was nothing, definitely, I mean it. As Jared and Mai spoke, my eyes went back to Gerard's exchange. The girl pulled a second figure out of her backpack and held both of them up. Gerard inspected it and shook his head. She pulled another one, Sally this time, and Gerard's face lit up. He held out his figure and they swapped. How bittersweet, letting go of something you love to get something you would potentially love more. What did you think, Hana? My attention was pulled away. I hadn't been listening to the conversation. Huh? Yes or no? What? What? No. Interesting. Mai gave me a skeptical glance and turned away. I bowed my head in apology and took one last quick look at the intriguing trade happening. The girl left and Gerard was now talking to a boy with a messy appearance who made exaggerated hand motions. It looks like he just got out of bed. Was this another trade?
All right.
So, official announcement in case you haven't heard, we're having competition tomorrow. Just a little casual something to get us ready for the tournament.
Yeah.
Did my yes or no even count for anything? Finally, we've been planning this one since last year's. My attention snapped back to the conversation happening in front of me. Was this what PBG was talking about yesterday? Hana, Mai, you're invited if you'd like to come. Either way it's fine, but let me know so I can plan. How does it work? It's a little thing, some lighthearted fun to start off the new year. Lighthearted fun, my ass. John almost broke Satch's nose last year and Gerard twisted his ankle. Satch delicately raised a hand to his nose.
No.
It was an accident. You forgot the part where you almost passed out from blood loss, Shane. I didn't forget. He looked away. I can never forget. I don't know about this. I'm not very good at video games.
Yeah!
Sure you are. Jared will come.
All right.
Awesome. I'll plan for you to be there. Don't worry, Hana. It's actually fun. You probably won't get hurt. Probably won't get hurt. As much as I was afraid of possibly losing a limb, I really did want to go. I was glad Mai was there to force me into it. Without her, I would be a lonely transfer, probably eating grass by myself at this very moment. Sounds fun. Thanks for inviting us. Of course, it would be rude to have you sit with us at lunch and then ban you from our tournament. Plus, it'll be nice to have some new competition. I look forward to winning. The rest of lunch passed by comparatively uneventful. Or at least if anything else happened I didn't notice. I was too busy staring at the food in front of me, joy and horror mixing in my stomach. There was no way I was going to beat even one of these normal boot boys. I would make a fool of myself, but still, I was getting to go. It was a privilege nobody else shared. Paul looked at me with what seemed like concern and I smiled at him. He grinned and returned to his food. Well, he's probably worried. The least I could do was give it a chance, right? Do I have any points yet? I should have looked at the very beginning if I had any points. After a long day, class was finally over and I was ready to go home. Miss Shizuka still wasn't over her breakup, and Mai complained loudly that she needed a new man so the homework would stop being so killer. It was something to do though. What else should I be doing if not homework studying probably?
Hana!
Before we go back to the dorm, there's something in A32 that I want to show you. Come. A32, wasn't that the normal Boots Club room? We're not allowed in there. There's no meeting today, so no one is going to be there either. That's exactly why we need to go now. Mai grabbed my hand and dragged me through the halls. Mai, I don't know about this. What if someone sees us? If you act natural, no one will care. There's too many people around. Nobody will be interested in what we're doing. And this is where we're gonna stop. I'm gonna actually look back on freaking day 1 to see how many points we had from the beginning. Because I don't know how we're supposed to collectively get these points. So I shall do that. But thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.